Welcome to week 15 of Bell Road Barn Players Monday Minute Monologues. This week, the theme was chaos. Ah, yes, chaos. / editor's playground. Which means that our editor gets to play in the ground of the monologue. This week, Laura May, she apologizes in advance for she may be in 2 of these monologues because,
Okay, sorry about that. There's only so much of those accents that I can take, all right, and then I have to stop. So, as Laura was saying, Editor's Playground this week, which means I get to do whatever I want. It's the first time in 4 months that I've been able to do that, so I'm going to have a good time. I will be marginally respectful of people's homes, I guess. But everyone who put anything in, yes, the dog is saying hello. Everyone who put everything in knew that this was going to happen, okay? So don't get vicariously offended if you watch it and be upset with me because I went too far. I'm not going to go too far. Everything's great. The things that Laura was going to mention in her French-ish accent had to do with I don't know, she was fake smoking, and she said something about pulling it out of her butt. Oh yeah, there was, she had forgotten to make sure that a couple of videos were done, so she actually did one too. All right, so she's going to be in this, so I get to hit her up 3 times over the course of the video. But I'll be back later on. Have a good one. Take care.
Minutes from now, we'll...
Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future Part 2.
Recently, I was with some folks when a fella of a superior position began asking us some personal questions. When he got to me, he asked, "What political party are you aligned with?" I said, "Well, I am chaotic neutral." A couple of the others sniggered, and he gaped and said, "What the heck does that mean?" I said, "Well, I believe that chaotic good is so hard to realize, except if it's a kid's birthday party and no one gets hurt or angry at. And chaos can so easily slip into evil. I mean, look around you. The world today is really in chaos." Now, with that being easy, I think during an election year, every person on all sides believe that they are lawful good, and their opponent is absolute chaotic evil. Now, one has to be wrong, or maybe they're both wrong. Some people claim to be absolute neutral, but what's the fun in that? And others claim that chaos is the opposite of order, but do you really trust order? Let's say you're in a drive-thru. What do? You order, you pay for the order, you pick up the order. Now, what do you do next? You, or a passenger, checks the order. Why? And when it's wrong, you swear you knew that it was wrong. You knew they were going to mess it up because that's what order is made for. Order is made to mess it up. So it's only natural to just let the chaos in. It really is freeing. Now the guy shook his head and walked away, and the others bought me drinks. Now what about you? Will you let the chaos in? It's your choice. Chaos doesn't care.
Who's got that patent?
Time. Join one of today's hottest groups in an electrifying.
Yes, I'd like to speak to the director. Hayes? The National Weather Service? I don't care if he is watching The Price is Right. You tell him it's Field Agent Higginbottom and there's been a breach in security and I must destroy the specimens now. Stop bugging me. No, not you. It's these pesky monarchs. I need your permission to continue the mission. The mission, you idiot! It is incompetents like you that have everything screwed. Oh! Hello, Director. I didn't realize that you were on the line. Sorry, sir, about that idiot reference. What? How much is an electric blender? I don't know, sir. I'm a scientist, yes. In charge of the tornado reduction here in the Midwest? Well, I'm at Pyle Gardens inside the butterfly exhibit, and I've locked myself in. I've netted as many as I can. They're boxed and they're ready for euthanasia. We talked about this, sir. They're not puppies. They're pollinators. They can't be adopted or fostered. Should I set fire to the boxes, sir? You're not in charge anymore. Why? The president replaced you? When? This morning? Does he know about the butterfly effect, sir, and how dangerous it is according to chaos theory? Oh, I see. Yes, it's not a good idea to panic the people. I mean, there's a potential here for hundreds of tornadoes if we don't stop the butterflies from flapping their wings, but I see. The president's not worried. He says he's a trained biologist? But he's not a weatherman.
Mr. Weatherman.
Oh. That too, huh? Amazing. So I don't burn the boxes. I let the butterflies go, but what about me? Just pretend I'm crazy? Well, that won't be hard, sir. I work for the government. However, if we start having more tornadoes in Kansas, it's not bad on me. Boy.
here, but you're going to notice.
From chaos comes order. Not said by Nietzsche, despite what many think. I like order. I always have, since I was a young girl. So what do you do when someone causes chaos and ruins your ordered life? For me, it was my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, so this might seem a little weird, but this is what we're going to do. I had finished everything in the video, but then one got uploaded at the last minute. I didn't know that was happening. So I'm just going to jam it in right here, and I'll mess with it a little bit, but it's late. I'm tired. So, yeah.
Good morning, class. As you can see, this year will be different. Yes, Jimmy? No. Put your mask over your nose, dear. What? I can't understand you. No! Put your mask back on, dear. That's right. Now, what was your question? Andy. Where's Andy? Andy. Oh, your friend Andy. He comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, dear. Why? Because we can't have everyone here at once. Why? Because we must social distance. Well, he's not in your half of the alphabet, dear. Jenny, sit down. Don't touch. Jimmy, I didn't make the rules. We just must stay safe, dear. Jenny, no hugging. Sit down, dear. Yes, Marlene. Jenny, sit. That's better, dear. Yes, Marlene? You have to go to the bathroom. Already? Just a minute, dear. I said just a moment. I have to call a monitor. What, Benny? You have a monitor? Oh, a lizard. I doubt you have a monitor lizard, dear. Oh, okay. Don't get upset. You have a monitor. Fine. Put your mask on. Jenny, sit down. All right, Marlene, hold it for just a second. I need to find Robert. No touching. No hitting either. Okay, Marlene, let me see who's in the hall to walk you to. Jenny, sit. Oh, I'm sorry, Marlene. Don't cry, dear. I'll call the nurse. Where's a Kleenex? No, Jenny, don't give her a Kleenex. Sit. This is going to be a long year.
What a manipulator. Sometimes he was warm and kind, but other times he could be cold and rude. And I would always ask myself, what did I do to make him one way or the other? But there was no rhyme or reason for it. Chaos was my state of mind. My whole emotional day depended on what he was feeling. I could be having a great day, on top of the world, and he would get negative and bring my whole emotional well-being crashing to the ground. I think he liked doing it. It was a roller coaster. And eventually, I had to get off the ride. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I just leave him? The thing is, I couldn't break up with him. He would be very persistent.
Get to the chopper!
I would eventually give him another chance, and he would be sweet and kind and win me back. The good boyfriend would last for maybe a week or two, and then back again to the unpredictable. And this happened again and again. Lather, rinse, repeat, over and over. There was no way to get out of the cycle. What could I do? I only saw one way out. I killed him. And then, as Nietzsche didn't say, from chaos came order, and I was happy.
What makes a machine more user-friendly?
Different sides of the law.
You know Dennis Price?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
One of the most
I know that form is due tomorrow. I tried to find it, I really did. Your room, though, is not for the faint of heart. Seriously, if someone went in there with an oxygen tank, I wouldn't be surprised if they blew up. We wouldn't even find their ashes. Like, what is this? It was in there, but I'm not even sure what it is. And there's stuff that I do recognize, but I don't feel that there's any organization scheme. I was trying to find the form, but instead I found a teddy bear, a book, a shoe, and 3/4 of what I think used to be a sandwich. Yes, I know. You won't be able to go on the field trip without the form. I guess we'll just have to hope that a cyclone comes down and scoops you away to Oz. Or, you know, you could find the form yourself and bring it to me to sign. You might have to clean up some, but is that really such a bad thing? It might be worth it. If you find the form and a pen that works, I'll do my part.
You want a bag of Doritos tortilla chips. You open up, things are going great.
Visa and MasterCard mean respectability. Nearly everyone is accepted. Don't be left out. Call the number on your screen.
Jay.
But I'm hoping that was fantastic. N'est-ce pas? Which is French for, was it not? Sometimes I remember stuff from college. By the way, kids, smoking is bad. It's terrible. You should not do it. Look at this. Ooh, I'm so tough. I put it right out in my hand, and I feel nothing. In fact, it tickles. Ha 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 ha! I thrive on the pain. Life is pain. We hope that you had fun watching these. I know that the editor was having fun. Earlier, when he was working on some other videos, I hear him back in the office doing the laughings. He's like, ho ho, I'm so funny. He's saying stuff like such as that. And yes, this bit is solid. It's going on for the rest of this video, so deal with it. Okay. Next week we will have monologues featuring regrets. As in, I do not feel I will regret any choices I have made this week. No regrets. We are currently accepting submissions with the theme of haunting. Or, as you say in American, haunting. Haunting monologues. Like, you know, like good ghost stories that give you the bumps of gooses up and down your arms and make you go, ooh, I don't want to sleep alone, and what's that in the closet, and oh, something's under the bed to grab the ankles. It's very scary and haunting. Those are due by midnight, October 16th, which is a Friday. By midnight, it's the other tip. It's also a new moon. I meant to work that in there because it actually is a new moon. I looked it up on the calendar. Thank you for bearing with me. And if if Laura did wind up doing 2 of these monologues, so sorry. And I hope you have a good week. If you're interested in acting, please to submit your information. Same place all the writers give their stuffs. To NNN at barrelbarn.org. That will be written down here, I am sure, for our editor knows that my super awesome French accent is so thick sometimes it is hard to understand for American English speaking ears. Have wonderful weeks, filled with order and not so much chaos. Chaos is a little of the spices of life, but you don't want to get it too spicy, because then you might go from French to Italian a little bit, and you get the heartburn. You get a heartburn when it's too spicy. Oh! Laura needs to stop now for, she is not being, this has gone off the rails. Have a